Hi, my name is Gigi, and I'm here to give my testimony. And one of my credentials is being an alcoholic, but ironically, I'm going to say this is going to be new wine and new wine skin. And someone had come up to me the other day and said, this is really not actually my testimony, a new testimony. It's just an example of the New Testament. So I've never done this before. I'm going to read my testimony off of a piece of paper, and I'm going to put it in the third party. Gigi, as she is affectionately called by all who know her, is so excited by the opportunity and privilege to be a part of God's perfect plan, embracing the dream that He has dreamed just for her. Her mom would always say, God will move the mountain, you bring the shovel. She passionately does her part and has no doubts that God will do the rest. Gigi was born on July 19, 1956 on Governor's Island in New York, shortly afterwards relocating to Brooklyn, New York. She takes such great pride telling people that she is 100% Italian from Brooklyn, and she usually piggybacks that by jokingly saying, "You got a problem with that?" She is the youngest of 7 children and the trophy child for her father, who was 50 years old at the time of her conception. He would introduce Gigi as his last shot, not his little girl. Unfortunately, her father was very active in mafia, which produced a harvest of dysfunction, insanity, and heartbreak in the lives of her mom and siblings as well as herself. Both parents and her only 2 brothers are deceased. Needless to say, the stage was set very early on in Gigi's life for what was to follow. Grammar, punctuation, and spelling is some of the least of Gigi's concerns. She doesn't possess any degrees or certifications to display on paper other than her high school diploma. However, she has certainly earned a degree in life studies, never losing sight of a dream or vision to have the opportunity to tell the nations of the good news about Jesus Christ. She freely shares that she only owns a handful of shoes, but she has walked in many throughout her life. Gigi doesn't wear any fig leaves, extremely transparent. What you see is what you get. Her greatest credential is having Jesus Christ as her Lord and Savior since 1993. The biggest struggle in her life is allowing Jesus to be Lord of her life and solely trusting in Him, not man. Gigi's credentials include, but aren't limited to, being a product of a very broken home, molested as a child, major obesity, which later led to a gastric bypass surgery, 2 abortions, alcoholism, drug addiction, prostitution, DWI, physically, mentally, emotionally abusive relationships, countless sexual encounters, 2 children out of wedlock, Heidi and Serena, single parent, 2 times married and 2 times divorced to the same man, using again after remaining clean and sober for over 15 years, 1 brother deceased at a weight of 600 pounds, other brother committed suicide. Most recently, Gigi had hepatitis C, which she has recovered from. It's all been a learning process, and the combined experience of it all is the woman she is today. She takes full responsibility for all her foolish choices and gives God all the glory whenever she does make wise choices. She views herself as a crackpot, utilizing any and all of her brokenness to help others. She believes if any light comes through those cracks of brokenness, it just may give hope to someone when there seems to be no hope. Gigi has worked in a number of fields, but the majority of her employment has been as a travel agent over 25 years. She waitressed throughout her life as well because her family owned and operated many restaurants, which always allowed an open avenue to make a quick dollar. She excels with any sales-related employment and considers her greatest asset is to establish an immediate rapport with people, and has learned recently that one of her greatest assets is to make an asset out of her errors. She truly enjoys any hands-on service and personal interaction with people. People are her passion. Yes, Gigi's greatest passion is people. any kind, all kinds, from anywhere. She tries to conscientiously and consistently look for the gold in a person's heart, not the coal. She does feel at times and seems to find the coal, but then God works with her on that. Other favorite passions are hospitality, entertaining family, friends, and especially strangers. Caring for and serving the homeless or the hungry, or the troubled, the hopeless, the helpless. Her mom always expressed the importance of trying your best at whatever you do in life, no matter how big or small. Mom wouldn't get upset if she ever saw an F on Gigi's report card in any of the subjects, as long as she saw an A for effort. Gigi's marriage failed 2 times to the same man, but she could say wholeheartedly she got an A for effort, but still taking total responsibility for her areas of failure and learning from it. She tried her best and brought her 2 daughters, Heidi and Serena, up on the same belief. There's a great need for change in the world. As a result of Jesus' experiences in life, she has, she can, and she will continue to make a difference. Even if one life is saved at a time, if one life can learn something from the foolish choices she's made, as well as the wise one, it was all worth it. Bottom line, Gigi has a passion for people, especially the broken, the people that others have given up on, the people that others think aren't salvageable, the people that nobody wants, the people that others throw stones at. No, not one. Not one of us are fit to throw stones, certainly not Gigi.